hello. Oh, seems a bit dingy tonight. When I'm watching, it's like I'm slower than me. Oh God, it's a bad start, isn't it? Hi guys, lovely to have your company. As you can see, that is working, but I'm sure it should be higher than that. I'm sure it shouldn't be touching my chin, but I'm not going to faff anymore because maybe I've broke it after it dropped off the roof of my car. It's connected. Yes. It is 7 o'clock. Yes. I'm here back in Amdal. So it's really annoying where I'm working. My light's a bit rubbish, so I do excuse me. Obviously, when I'm up north, my studio's all nice now and I've got proper lights, but down here it's rubbish now, but it is what it is. Yay, we have Nikki. Hi there, Nikki. Lovely to have your company. It's always fabulous getting the first person. Hello there, Jenny. Greetings. Again, lovely to have your company. I'll tell you what though, actually, although this setup isn't as good, at least I can read. I've not got it as far away. Who else we've got? We've got lovely Sarah and Fiona and Pat from Piglet as well. Oh, say hello to Piglet for me. We're very lucky. Lola and Indy in fact, Lola's there. She's looking at me, wagging her tail. She's in a right giddy mood. You're in giddy moods, aren't you? I know what they're expecting. I wonder if we can see them. Can you see? Yes, we can see you. Yes, we can see you, Lola and Indy. You're expecting something, aren't you? I'm not sorting it out now because Mama's working. I'm very sorry. Oh, see, they're feeling very mischievous this evening. And Miss Law's thing is there. We got Anne, we got Carol, Suzanne, Christine, Sheila. Hello there, ladies. Avril, Cecilia. Or Celia, I'm putting an extra C in there, aren't I? Sherry, Marianne, Avril, Lim. Thank you all, everybody. Is it miserable up there? I'll tell you what, it's not looking so good here, to be fair. It's got really windy now. Yeah, it's not looking great. However, I did go out walking the dogs in a massive coat, like my waterproof, really ready for it. And everybody else were in T-shirts. Like, what's wrong with people? But by the end of walk, I was boiling. So it was ridiculous. I over-prepared. Who else have we got? We've got Lorraine. We've got Mandy. Hi there, Mandy. Who is, of course, Art Inspirations as well as my good self. We got, Di. Hi there, Di. We've got Jane. Hello there. My fur babies are fabulous. Hello, beautiful Indy. Do you want to come up? Come here. Say hello to everybody. Indy, here. She doesn't know. She don't jump up on command. Here. She's like, oh, I can't, Mum, because there's not much space. Because it's just full of craft rubbish, so I can't. Oh, she's just the most darling. You're just darling, aren't you? Yes, you're beautiful. I do need to work though, girls. I don't need to play with dogs all the full hour. She's looking at you, so to say, who's she speaking to? Absolutely gorgeous. This is a problem when I'm here, isn't it? I just get so distracted. I am very well, Wilson. Is that our Wilson? It won't be. That'd be real from where. Oh no, I thought that were hello. That'd be really funny if it were Wilson from work. It can't be though, because that'd just be like what. Wilson from work is not going to be watching Facebook Live, surely. But if you are, I am it. Thumbs up, really, really cheesy. Who else have we got? Hugs from sending. That says sending hate from Australia, but I'm hoping it's hugs. I'm hoping it's a typo. Otherwise, that's hilarious. Harsh. I'm going to go with typo. Lovely Sylvia. Thank you for joining us, Sylvia. No, lovely Veronica. Leonie, you are the best. Oh, thank you so much. That's lovely, Verity. That's so nice of you. Leonie, see you on Tuesday. Oh my gosh, Sandra, are you coming in? Oh, that's very exciting. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We're all organised. We've got a plan and everything. Hello there, Renna. Lovely to have your company. Right, David and Jackie. Oh, thank you for joining me, everybody. It's lovely to have your company as ever. Let's just have a see. Oh, Callie, hi there, Callie. Oh, thank you, everybody. It's really lovely to have your company. Right, shall we do some crafting then? Oh my gosh, Sandra, it's been ages since I've seen you. Oh, it'll be a lovely day. I'm really looking forward to it. We've got a plan. Let's see how it goes. Right, I've got a plan for tonight as well. So let's crack on. So what we're doing, our offer this week on the website, we've managed to stock up on a few of the Versafine Clairs, you know, the new colours. Oh, right, are you ready? I'm going to try and spin it and see if I've broken this. No, I haven't broken it, have I? I mean, it's fine. It's working, even though I'm sure, if you didn't read my post, I put it on the roof of my car, my new gadget, and then set off. So I had to pull over and then pull over, turn round, park up, and then walk down because it's a 605, which is vile, and then walk up the blinking side of the 605 to retrieve it. But thank goodness it was still in the box, so all the packaging I think saved it. But so annoying. So these are just some of the new Versafine colours. I know they've been out a little while, but they're new to me. So, and they're so nice. I have wanted these for ages. So we've got them. So we've got 10% off all the Versafine collections. And that includes, and they didn't send us as much as of the re-inker as we wanted. So if you want the re-inker now, get it. Okay, because I tell you what, it's so difficult getting hold of this stuff. Every time we try and order it, we never get a full order. It's proper annoying. But if you want this, so our Mandy's put 10% on everything. Okay, so if you do want to get hold of those, get on the website. Oh, cheeky website. I am going to make myself some new graphics. Where's my graphics gone? The graphics, darlings. I'm going to make myself some new ones one of these days because they're getting a bit old now, aren't they? Well, the one graphic that I've done. Anyway, whatever. One of these days. I've got a list. Today's, when I were walking dogs today, is back to my potato. I've always wanted a potato stall for festivals that does lots of different types of potato, and then you can have a different type of filling. So, you know, you can have mash with chilli, ovs, or you can have chips with chilli. That were today's obsession. Yeah, anyway, get back to your crafting, kiddie. It'd be good though, wouldn't it? I think it would partly because I'm really hungry. Anyway, I'm going to spin you around. But, I mean, that would be a winner, wouldn't it? And it always sells. Potatoes always sell. Anyway, so what I'm going to do tonight, I wanted to obviously talk to you about the panels still, because they're brand new. We are putting them on to Create and Craft on Wednesday, on Let Leona Loose on Wednesday. So you will be able to get them on Create and Craft on Wednesday. However, on our website now, you can get the single panels. So if you didn't want the bundle, if you only wanted to pick a favourite panel, they're all available on the website. So have a little look, okay? However, on Wednesday, let me see. How many drops do I recommend re-inking? Well, let me just check if this is the one I actually re-inked. Yes, it is. You can tell. So, have I got a dry pad here? Because I'll be able to re-ink it for you. Because, I bet they're all up the north. I actually, when I put the ink on, I'll show you. I'm not going to re-ink the full thing because obviously I've just re-inked this, but I'll show you how I do it, because oh Lord, jacket potato, I know, right? I should do that, shouldn't I? Yeah, so what you do is, and this is how I re-ink it, so I put it on like that, so I don't necessarily put drops on, so I put it on like that, and then start to move it round. So I really saturate it, but then I move it round. Oh, I'm so sorry, the light's rubbish in here, isn't it? I have no other light source either because I took them all up north. So you see, so then it just sinks in, but then leave it to sink in a little while, put the lid on, put it aside, obviously facing up, so it allows it to sink in. But that's what I do. So I kind of flood it, not over the top, but that's the best way of doing it for me, because then it re-inks it properly. So yeah, hope that answers your question. Now, fabric panels. So yeah, so now on our website you can get them singular. On the Create and Craft website on Wednesday we'll have and it will be basically the same offer. Oh baby, it'll be the basic same offer, but obviously you'll be able to get a bundle. So the same offer as we had the other day, but of course you'll be able to get a bundle. And I am mixing it up a little bit because we've got hopefully some new ones will be delivered with our mandate by the time we're sending them out. So the contents of the freebie on Wednesday are going to differ. So it's yeah, it might be a bit exciting. Anyway, I'll talk about that on Wednesday. But we've got all these beautiful panels. And they're fab. I mean, I absolutely love them. I just think they're so fun. They're so fabulous. And we've got the finished samples. They've started coming from the gang, which is super exciting. I might show you just a couple this evening. But yeah, they're really exciting. Last week I did make a box. So I finished it. Well, I say I finished it. It will never be finished, will it? It's me. But have a little look. So, see, isn't it nice? So you've got I put the crackle over the top of it, so it's glazed it, but then you've got the crackle. I might put some, do you know what's on my desk? Wax. This isn't what I'm going to do, obviously, but a cheeky bit of wax in there would be rather tremendous, wouldn't it? Cheeky bit of wax in the crackles. Of course I'm not meant to be doing this. Of course I've gone off on a random tangent. But I won't carry on with this. But that'd look tremendous, wouldn't it? That's a good finishing touch. Look, cheeky bit of wax on there. And then at the side, I've glazed the side as well. So that were all the washi tape that I then glazed to seal it and give it a bit of a shine. And then it didn't just look like a cardboard box with washi tape on it. I thought I wanted it to look a bit different. But that, I'm going to finish that. That's some of the pink ink waxes, which are just lovely. They're really nice and juicy, are those. So yeah, nice one. Like those. Okay, so that's what I did last week. This week I thought I want to have a play still with these. But let me have a see. I love it. The alarm went off to watch me. Oh, David, that's hilarious. They aren't these the cutest? I love them. Deciding which one to work with is really difficult, though. I might work with Yappy. So if you did get the whole bundle last week, you would have got our Yappy. Oh no, I won't. I'm gonna work with our little dragon because I love him. I just love him. I just think his little face is adorable. I love them all. That's the joy of this. I love them all. They're printed on really nice heavyweight cotton. So they're really good quality if you want to paint them, if you want to ink them, if you want to sew into them. They're really nice. Hello there, lovely Claire. Thank you for joining us. Could you colour the back? Now, our end, that's exactly what we're doing. Soft pastels if you spray fixative. I haven't tried it, but I should imagine so. I mean, you'll have to work the soft pastels in, and yeah, you will definitely have to fix it, definitely. But I can't imagine why not. So yeah, have a little go, because it's one of those. It's just about experimenting. And the thing is, with the soft pastels, if it don't work, you probably have to just like wash it out. To be fair, but have a little go and let us know. Let us know. What I'm going to do, however, is use my ink pads. because I've got them and they're lovely. Now, I've only got these ones in new colours. I have a little look because I know we've got more than this in the new colours. And anyone just joining me, I'm so sorry the light's not brilliant in this room. I went and took all my lights up north, and I'm back in Arundel today, so I know it's not 100% brilliant. I'm sure I did have another light, but I wonder if that's it. Bear with everybody. Let me see if this thing works. It don't look like it's going to work. It looks really old, but it might work. Let me just see. Sorry, I know that might wobble a bit because I'm now balancing. I'm now balancing a lamp on it. So if you're going to do anything, yes, that's a bit better, isn't it? Oh, that's better. There. What's this one? What's this? Because you choose. Yeah. Choosing is really, really difficult. Posca definitely would work. Absolutely. Have a go with it. Acrylic pens absolutely work as well. So yeah, it's one of those. There's so many different things that you can use on it. It's really, really cool. Sonelia, soft pastels. Oh, Raina. Beautiful. That's really nice. Yeah, that is miles better, isn't it? So what we're going to do is I'm going to take the ink pad now. Obviously, VersaFine Clear, they're not designed to go on fabric specifically, so I'm not going to suggest putting these through the washing machine. I do not think they're going to handle it. However, if you're going to do it on something like this that you're not going to be washing, boom, fine, have a little go. Now, the difference is with this last week, because I wet it, because it was acrylic paint, everything started to move. With this, that's not going to happen. When you wet it, the ink isn't shifting. This was one I had to play with. I fell out with it, to be fair, because I didn't like my colour choices. But the ink in the background, I wet it and it hasn't moved. So you're going to be fine with that. And I really like that because, again, it gives you options and it gives you choices. The nice thing about this is, and if I get in nice and close, when you do this, when you run it over the fabric, now I'm doing it really light. I am not putting any pressure on there, but anything underneath, it catches. Now, because it's got a raised pad, so definitely don't do what I'm doing. Iron it first, because otherwise you're going to see that. Isn't that annoying? Oh, Leonie, the one time that she really wishes she ironed. Oh, stupid lady. But it's okay. I'll pretend I wanted that line going down. I'll pretend I'm after that cheeky bit of texture. There we go. So just gently dragging it over. The fabric, it's got quite a nice texture running through it. So this will emphasize that texture. And you'll be able to see sort of the grains of the fabric, which is just lush. And I'll hold this up in a minute so you can see. And I tell you what, it's quick. It's quick, it's easy, it's effective. It kind of does look like it's moving at speed through the cloud. So if I show you, have a look at the texture. Nice, isn't it? So you've got all these little sort of grains going on in there, which I really like. I thought that were really cool. But obviously, if it's something's underneath and it picks up the texture, that means whatever's under there, it's going to pick up the texture. I did have an embossing, I've still got an embossing folder. So embossing folders, this is one we had at work a few weeks ago, probably months ago now actually, not a concept of time. One of the Carabelle ones, but I mean any embossing folders, have a look at the pattern. It's the pattern that you're after. So what I'm going to do is put that over the top, and again, nice and gentle. I don't need much pressure, and all I'm doing is just going over the top. And can you see the texture? How cool is that? So it means that you can put any background on there. Obviously background, you could do it with your stencils, so you could do it that way around, the opposite way around, but I kind of like this. I kind of liked it because they're a bit different, and obviously with this it's easy. I'm getting exactly the pattern I want where I want it, and that means I can be really quite specific. Like I know where I'm going with those circles. So, and the ink pad, it's actually quite easy to to get in the detail, which is quite effective. So it means that Like the circle there, for instance. So I just head-butted my camera, which I definitely think I could get higher. There, I bet I could get it higher before it fell off the roof. So look, can you see I can get it exactly where I want it? I like that. Good, innit? So this is, it's how they do it. Is it brass rubbings? Is it brass? I don't know if it is brass. But it's the same kind of concept, isn't it? Well, it's exactly the same kind of technique. And then now I want this, but I want it to be that way. So I want the circles going off like so. So to make sure the circles are coming off, you just move your embossing folder. So you're getting that lovely design going off the edge now. Isn't that nice? How easy is that? Isn't that effective? Boom. And yeah, it means you can dig out all your embossing folders. Isn't that cool and ridiculously easy? I mean, these are just lovely for that because they're easy. You know, within no time at all, you've got a really cool background, which I absolutely love. Now, something we haven't got, me and Mandy haven't got, but we are going to have on Wednesday's show is the Derwent ink Tense. So if you are watching Create and Craft on Wednesday, if you haven't got these already, these are lush. They're water soluble and they dry permanently. So even on fabric, they dry permanently. So these are really, really nice for your fabrics. And these do dry permanently. So I know if with these, if you wanted to do backgrounds, etc., and then colour in, you could absolutely put these through the washing machine. They're going to be fine. In fact, it's when you blast them with water and that actually sort of makes them, I nearly said ignite, that's a wrong word, but that brings them to life, and obviously that's the bit that makes them permanent. So I've just realised it's like, oh, this is a really easy demonstration. I'm not really doing much. I'm not really doing much tonight. That's a bit dull, isn't it? I do apologise. But it's one of them. I sort of planned it and then only got this far, which is, anyway, it's okay. So what I'm doing is just doing a cheeky bit of colouring in now. Now, when you're doing these pencils, and let me just zoom in so you can actually see the detail of his little snout. So when you're doing the pencils, I'm going to go in first of all. I have got cardstock underneath. So I'm going to go in first of all with the pencil. You've got the pencils or the blocks. And as I say, me and Mandy haven't got these on our website, but they are going to be on the show on Create and Craft. And on Wednesday, on my Let Loose shows, we've got our panel, just for anyone who's just joined us. So the panels now on our website, on Art Inspiration, me and Mandy's website, they're now all single. So it means you can pick and choose, which I really like, because you might not want to go for the full bundle. So it means now you can just peruse at your leisure and pick what you fancy. So you've got that option. And if you did want the bundle and you missed out on the bundle with the free one that you got and the discount, of course, then do watch us on Create and Craft on Wednesday, because the bundle will be on Create and Craft. So our website, you can get the single, but Create and Craft is where you're going to be able to get the bundle. So I'm just layering up the colour. Now, I hope you can see, because they overlay beautifully, and they do, like you can see, they start changing, they do change colour. You can get extra colours by laying those colours on. So just start colouring in. I've not wet the fabric. I'm going on to dry fabric initially, and then I'll apply the water. So I'm doing the colouring in first before I actually apply any water. So just allowing them to overlap so I get different gradients of colour, like that. I'm not going to demo long in this room anyway, because again, because I moved everything up north, I've no chair in this room, so it's really uncomfortable to work in, because I'm kind of hunched over my desk. So yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best. So I get myself a backache if I'm working here for too long. So that's my excuse. But it's actually completely true as well. It's very uncomfortable. There we go. Whereas my little studio's fabulous. I'll be back up north next weekend. There we go. So, isn't it cute? I thought I'm going to do him all reds and oranges. I love him. Isn't he great? Yeah, and I don't know if you've read my catch-up, but can you believe it? Mandy doesn't want patches for her jeans. I mean, rude, isn't it? You should suit it. She was like, I'm not wearing patches on my jeans, Leona. Oh, that's a Christmas present out the window. Mind you, I'm rubbish at doing Christmas presents. Rubbish, I really am. So I should probably be safe anyway. But, yeah, rude. I will show you some unfinished samples as well. Not that the ladies have sent me any patches for jeans, but they would make fabulous patches for jeans, wouldn't they? I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want to wear them, apart from Mandy? Mandy must be the odd one out. Everybody else must want to wear them, surely. So, colouring in that and just going over the top. So this one now is a darker red. So I'm intensifying the colour just in parts and making that nice and rich just in some of those parts. So it just makes, it's going to stand out, you see. And then where his belly is, let's put a little bit of colour on there as well. Like so. I keep checking. Hey, I tell you what, so far so good with the head. I don't think I've put the head in, have I? The head in, that sounds really weird. I don't think I've stuck my head in shot yet, have I? Have I? Which, let's face it, it's a bit unusual, that, isn't it? Normally, by now, you've counted at least 20 greys. So that's good, if I haven't done that, isn't it? Yippee! Right, I'm putting a bit of dark blue. This, again, will just intensify the belly. So you can see there, just a little bit of dark blue just there. And then, now I want to do his wings and his little horny bits. So I'm going to go green here, like so. So that's going to have a little bit of green on it. I'll put a bit of darker green there as well, like this. And then a cheeky bit, put a bit of green there. And then a cheeky bit of green on his wings as well, like so. There we go. See, it's quite nice, these ones, colour in. I like using these. The Derwent pencils, you can get these on, oh gosh, what am I saying? I don't mean you can get them. I was wanting to say, you can use these on paper and card. It doesn't just have to be for this. And they work because you're versifying. In fact, I might do that in a minute. I might do this and then show me on paper and card. Because obviously you're versifying are going to be great with these, you know, because they dry. So I might do that in a few seconds. Because I weren't going to make this into something. I was just going to colour it in, to be fair. So let's have a little see. And yeah, now I've the Derwent, unfortunately we don't have these on our website, but they are coming to Create and Craft on Wednesday. So they will be on our show. So it'll be our Art Inspiration show. That's where you're going to be able to get them. So if you are tuning into our show on Wednesday on Let Loose, you will be able to get the pencils as well on there. The blocks are lovely as well. The difference is, so with the pencils, obviously it's more specific. You know, you've got control. Your blocks, because they're bigger, so it means you're not going to have, when you colour in, mind you, saying that, they are hard. Like, if I show you, you have got quite a bit of a control there, but not as much. I mean, I went out the line, so not as much control when you're actually colouring in. So it does mean that if you're doing large surface areas, these are great because you can literally scrape them across so you can get a really nice big surface area. However, oh, that's a good technique as well. A block grater. I suppose you could just grate thingies, couldn't you? You could just do it on a bit of, you know, like the grater that you use for your ginger. That I use for my ginger, wouldn't you? That's what all you need, isn't it? To actually grate them down. But anyway, yeah. So they're both amazing. I'd like to see what the ladies have said, actually. What do you think of them, Sylvia? Do you love them? They're beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. So, put in the water, and I love that. See, this is why I really like our little gang that we're creating. You know, everybody helps each other. It's so nice. Thank you, lovelies. So, I'll move you in again. Move you in again a bit more, like so. And then let's start colouring this in. Now, when it colours in, can you see, because they're water soluble, they start to blend. So that colour, can you see how that colour blends absolutely beautifully, even on the fabric? I'm not oversaturating it. I did there. And can you see that? I push the water out. This is because I am impatient. I push the water out, and because I did that, it starts to blend. So don't do that. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I can fix it later by putting another colour over the top, but don't oversaturate it. If you don't oversaturate it, your colour isn't going to move as much. I'm just really impatient, and I haven't got, you know, I find it difficult not to oversaturate it because obviously I'm trying to rush all the time. Now I put that really dark red on there, didn't I? So because I don't want the dark red to completely take the yellow, I'm going to work from the yellow into the dark red. Rather than there, I was pulling the dark red into the yellow. But if I do it the opposite way around and push the yellow into the dark red, I'm still going to have that beautiful yellow. Of course, I worked over the top with a bit of orange. So it does mean oh, look at that. Doesn't it look good though? It's really nice. I don't try to grate into a pot, but I'm pretty sure you can get graters with pots attached. Yeah, I think I've seen graters with pots attached. We haven't got any of them. I'll have to ask them, won't I, to get some. I really didn't think about that. That's a really good shout. Orindy's here. Hello, baby. Hello. Are you wondering who I'm talking to, gorgeous? Are you? Are you wondering who I'm talking to? Yeah, are you feeling left out? Oh, she's funny. Yeah, are you? Are you feeling left out? Sorry, everyone. I've gone into dog mode. Indy stood right next to me, wondering who I'm talking to. And she's being really cute because she's looking at me with a little beautiful face. Aren't you? Hey, you're wondering why you're not getting a T-R-E-A-T, aren't you? S. T-R-E-A-T. Yeah, we all know what that spells. There, you see. So, and it only needs a bit of water to activate it. Leone, this is note to self because obviously I keep overworking it. It doesn't that look good, and it's quick. Apart from that bit there, it's really annoyed me. If you do that, stop it. Like if you heat set it quickly, then it will stop it spreading. So stop it. You know, stop it before it goes too far. Stop it. I love that though. Doesn't that look effective? And the beautiful thing is, I'm not going to spritz it. But the water on top of your VersaFine clay isn't going to affect your VersaFine clay. It's still going to look really cool. That round the edge, and I know I did this last week, but if you do take a little bit of white paint, I love my dogs. Shall I? Are you gonna smile at them, Mindy? Hold on. Are you gonna say hello again? Look, she's just standing here, right next to me. Isn't that funny? Aren't you a good girl? Aren't you a good girl? You're just standing right here next to me, aren't you? Where's your... Oh, and little Lola's just outside the door. Aren't they funny? Oh, you're a beaut. I love you. Love you, Baba. Love you, Baba. Right, back to colouring in. I know what they want. They haven't had a T-R-E-A-T. Yes, indeed. You know and I know what that means. Right, so I'm going to get a cheeky bit of white paint. Okay, take it out a bit. So I'm going to dollop that on the side like so. I'm not going to put too much because I'm not going to do loads of this. I won't. Oh, there goes my camera. I might not finish this little bit just for time actually, because this bit takes. It's a bit of a faff. But now I'm not doing it with my pencil because the white of the acrylic is more effective and quicker. It's just quicker, but it is really, really effective. I'd seal it first generally, but if you mass liquid, oh, that's an idea. With fluid liquid before adding water around the edges. Yeah, but it would. And to be fair, I bet if I put acrylic paint around the edges before, I bet there's ways of actually sealing it. And I suppose you could actually seal the fabric first anyway. But I quite like the design. I do like the way the fabric moves, like to actually paint on it. I wonder, do you know, ladies, our design team, is there a way of sealing it before we work on it other than actually going over with gesso or varnish? Because I kind of didn't want to do that because I feel that seals it. I didn't want to do that, but I suppose you could. But see, boom, sorted. And actually, with the white paint, it gives it a bit of a shadow, or it makes it pop. So it's going to pop off the actual the background, and then of course go on with your white to emphasize any of these elements, because this is a kind of a natural fabric. Is this? Oops, a daisy. It's got a kind of natural thing to it. I think when I picked the Panama, I did pick the natural unbleached because I like that colour. I think it's nice. If you're going over this, I mean, the brush I'm using is ridiculous. It's not a good brush for this. I should have got a pointy one. But if you go over his eye like that, just go back in with a Posca or something, or any one of your acrylic pens, go over the top and then repaint those in. And your lines, your white lines, these are always going to look good. So always put over the top. Again, this might be your Poscas or any of your acrylic pens. But if you pop a little bit of the white, just giving it that highlight. And I was doing this last week, but it's one of those tips that really makes a difference. So a little bit of highlight here, there and everywhere really does make it look like you're professional. So pop a bit of white there as well. See, doesn't that look cool? I really like that. Might blend that in a little bit more, a bit of white. That one I'll keep nice and sharp though. She says blending it in a bit. But I love him. Ain't he good? That's my little dragon. And how quick is that? I just think that's really, really so easy to do. I'm dying to see what you've all been chatting about. Yeah, it does. That's it, Sylvia. Because it isn't a white, because it's a cream fabric, it does make it really pop. I'm so pleased with that. I think that's gorgeous. And you could go over it with glitters. You can do all sorts. Now, what was adding on the one I was playing with before, some of the Pentart acrylic paint, because this has got one of those, the applicator nozzles, and the applicator nozzles are great because these allow you to like do dots and things, and you could add texture to it, you could do all sorts, and that's the beauty of the fabric. You can sew on it, you can do all sorts of different effects. And obviously you can still use it for cards, but you can use them for so much more. And if you are using them for cards, they are bigger. The sizes compared to the stamps that we bring you, these are bigger. Now, that's my little dragon on the fabric panel, but I'm going to switch and I'm going to change it to the lighting. It looks quite dramatic, doesn't it? It looks like my walls are a really warm yellow. They're not. They're magnolia. Right, let me get my stamp because I've obviously put it down there. I better clean that bit first of all because otherwise I'll end up putting my elbow in it. And I have got some finished samples. Shall I show you just a couple? I'm not showing you all of them. I'm not showing you all the ladies because I want some surprises. But let me just get this out and hopefully not ruin it. And I'm sure this is our Rachel, isn't it? I think I'm right. Am I right, Rach? Our Rachel, am I right? Sure our Rach made these. But look. Oh, you can't see. Oh, I don't know what they're barking at. They're just acting silly. Right, let me show you these. I'm not going to show you hot finished samples, but I'll show you these. Aren't they cute? Aren't they cute? Little monster bib. Oh my gosh. I mean, that is absolute. No, there's nothing wrong with a bit of magnolia, Sylvia. Isn't that just amazing? Isn't that cute? And this one, she's made a monster. An actual little monster, painted crafty monster that I've literally just Rachel, oh my god, I thought, oh look, she's made a painted monster. No, I've just put that in the cloth that I've just cleaned up. Oh, you can't take me anywhere, I'm so sorry. But actually I kind of think it suits him because now he is a painted monster. So can I say I pretend I'll do that I did it on purpose? I didn't. It's because you can't trust me with anything. Oh, aren't they beautiful? Look, and that's just fabric panel ready to go on something. Yeah, that's good colouring in as well. Really good. And I love that background. Look at the background. Aren't they good? And look at that. Oh my gosh. As your pillowcase. Beautiful backgrounds as well, are Sylvia. They're lush. And then, look. Oops. Oh my god, I love them. I absolutely love them. Even better in real life, because we've seen the pictures, but even better. Look at her colouring in. That colouring in is magnificent. Oh my gosh, I'm so pleased with them. Oh my gosh, they're so cool. They're so cool. I'm not going to, oh, look at his little toes. I'm not going to show you the rest. You'll have to see them on telly, although now I'm really tempted to show you the rest. Aren't they good? That's so good. I'm so pleased with them. Thank you so much. They're miles better in real life. They're beautiful on photos, but they're so much better in real life. And he's absolutely fab. Look, she made him. She made the little monster. So get the paint's only there on his painting hand. Oh gosh. And I can't even find a clean cloth. Oh, there's one. Oh, now they're acting silly. Now they're really acting silly. There, that's a bit better. Blinking woman. And I tell you, I make myself want to swear. I don't want to get paint everywhere else. The fabrics are beautiful with that as well, Sylvia. They're really nice. Really pretty. I really like those. I said Sylvia, I mean Rachel. Sorry, I'm Rachel. It's because I read Sylvia's name, isn't it? I have got more finished samples here, but I'm tempted not to show you. Sorry, I'm rummaging. I'm tempted. Hello there. I know, you get it. I know. Oh, hold on, I'm going to have to spin this camera around. Hold on. Can you see him? What are you up to? Right, it's really good. You'll hear them fighting in a minute. It's only play fighting. They're in a silly mood. We've had a walk, but you know how it is. They just, sometimes you have a walk. That's him, innit? Oh my gosh. I literally, as I saw my dogs like scooting into the bedroom, acting daft, it's like, that's my dog. Right, okay, so show us. Haha, Lynn, I don't know. I might make you wait till live. Is that cruel? Is it cruel? But, you know, right, what I'm doing, I wanted to just show you quickly our lovely animals, but I thought, well, I'll stamp one of our animals, and I wanted to show you the Derwent pencils with the stamps, because obviously you can use them with stamps, and I thought that would be a really nice way of showing you how they work as well with our gorgeous stamps. So of course our lovely stamps, these are on our website, all our wonderful Mr. Barkhurst animals, the cats and dogs, along with all the monsters obviously. But yeah, check out the website if you haven't got these yet, because they are just magnificent. And I'm just going to ink one of these up with the brand new ink pads that we've got. And it's like, oh, look at all the colours. So I like that one. We're after that one. I think it when our Paula had them on, it was like, oh, these are the colours I wanted when Paula had them on. And the Portobello. Now, this is an interesting colour. And do you know what? It is nice to actually stamp in different colours, isn't it, sometimes? Rather than black and brown, or just the darker brown. because they give you, I might bounce that, they give you a different effect straight away. So, see, that's a really nice colour to stamp in. Can you see? It's a really nice shade, is that? It's not too dark, it's not too intense. Oh, I wonder, what about a second generation? But that's quite nice as well. Let's have a little look. Bit too light, and obviously I didn't put, but I'd make a good background. Anyway, of course I've forgotten what this one's called. Happy You're Home. Although it does look like he's waving that you're leaving. And I think a lot of dogs do. No, they don't. They never are happy that you're going, are they? They always want you to come home, don't they? Without a shadow of a doubt. They're like, please don't leave me. And mine, I were emptying my car. And the dogs, all I'd done was go back out to empty car. And I got back in the house from literally 5 seconds emptying the car, and they greeted me. They're so funny, aren't they? So, with your Derwent, let's just layer some colour down first of all. Now, this is another reason VersaFine Clairs are fabulous, because I can go over more or less immediate from actually stamping, and I know I can start laying this colour down and it's going to be absolutely fine. And I love that. I love that I can work immediately on that ink, and the VersaFine Clair is going nowhere. I mean, there's a reason these have been super popular. The colours are gorgeous, and of course they're really good quality ink pads. The colours are rich, and they do pick up all the detail. And I love them when they're nice, juicy ink pads. And they are, especially when you've re-inked them. But they are nice and juicy when they're brand new. They're lovely when they're brand new. As if there's anyone, is there anyone who hasn't been bitten with the VersaFine bug yet? Because so many crafters now use VersaFine. I'm just laying another colour in there, like so. And our offer tonight, if you did miss that, because we have stocked up on those VersaFines, so we're giving 10% on the VersaFine range. And remember, if you did want a re-inker for the black, which honestly I ordered way more than we got delivered, really annoying, but our delivery didn't come through, so I know we've not got many of the re-inkers left for the black. So get them while you can get them. Oh, it drives me nuts. I like, Mandy, I know we haven't got many, but you're going to have to send me one. I haven't got any left. And it was lovely Lou who gave me it last one. And I think it might have been our lovely Julia before that, who gave me an ink pad, a re-inker. Oh, our lovely Julia. Have you been following our lovely Julia as well? Because I know she's been working with stamps, with these gang. So, and she's been doing some lovely finished samples. Oh, and I tell you what, guys, we've also, I don't know if you've checked it out yet. I know a few of you have, because I've already seen your names. But we've also got the Craft Collective Facebook group set up and ready to go. Well, it's set up. It's not ready to go. It's there. It's going already. So if you're not if you haven't joined yet, join our Craft Collective Facebook group page. So we've got a page. And then we have got a group, and the page obviously is where we'll be posting all the stuff that we're doing, but then the group, of course, is where you guys can post stuff. So do join the group. You do have to answer some pretty tricky questions, but the page, you can just follow the page, but do make sure you follow us, and that'll keep you up to date with everything we're doing. Now look, love it. I mean, they blend beautifully. These are the Derwent on top of that VersaFine Clair. So the VersaFine Clair is going absolutely nowhere. If you do want the Derwent, we have got these on Wednesday. The VersaFine Clair we've got on our website with a 10% discount for 24 hours only. So blending that. Now, this bit I want keeping lighter, but I don't really want it white, but I want it lighter. So I'm not going to drag the colour into that area. I'm cleaning the brush every time just to make sure I don't drag the colour into an area I don't want it. But can you see, so going round it, and that's lightened it, but it's not made it really, it's kept the brightness, because I wanted the brightness. I want a bit of brightness there as well on his little knee. well easy to colour in, aren't they? And then like that. And these pencils, of course, will be permanent. So it means when that's dry, my pencils, I could actually then go back over the top if I wanted to and layer, which is great because if you want it more intense, but you don't want to ruin the colour underneath it, you can do that. If you want to go over with a stencil or something, depending on what you're working on, you could do that. Wait for it to dry and it'll allow you to do that. But also, because they dry permanent, if I then go over, say, with a glaze or with my Poscas, so I'm going to have a rummage and see if I can find a white Posca. If I go over with a Posca, for instance, so let's rummage through the Posca box, then it shouldn't, I'm saying this, but when it's dry, it shouldn't pick up the colour. It does look quite spooky, doesn't it? The lighting, it looks quite spooky. My hair's not bugging me today either. It's got to a length where I think I don't mind it. We'll see though. Tomorrow I might hate it again. Let's see what pens I've got in this here box. Sorry, bet you any money I've got everything but a white. What's the chances? Everything but a white. Oh, I do me on heading. That means the white's up north. Of course it is. Of course it is. I've got black, but there's no black highlights I want to put on there. No white. Oh well. But you could go over it with, with the pen, and hopefully when it's dry it ain't going to pick up. So obviously, it's not going to discolour that layer that you put over it. But isn't that cute? Ain't lovely? Our lovely little guy. I'm looking and seeing what I've got. All I've got is my white acrylic to put a little, let's have just a little bit here. There we go. To put a little bit of, oh, I've got a small brush. There we go. A little bit of highlight on his nose. There we go. Like so. See, that's not quite strong enough. So a bit of white on his nose like that. That where I went in there. And I think that colour, I love that colour. I think it's really, oh, I didn't tell you what colour. Oh yeah, I did. Portobello. Oh, love portobello mushrooms. What's your favourite mushrooms? Love portobello. I'm a bit obsessed with oyster currently. I think we were talking about this on telly the other day, weren't we? Our obsession with different... honestly, I'm loving oyster mushrooms because they're chunky, aren't they? There we go. A bit too much there. Beautiful. Love that. Right, that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. What time is it? Oh, it's a bit early. I'm finishing a bit early, aren't I? Tonight, finishing already, which is a bit rude. Sorry, that's all you're seeing is my arm then, isn't it? But that were all I were going to do tonight. But that's a bit rude, isn't it? That's under an hour. Which is terrible. I wasn't going to make it into any cards just because. However, I could easily make a nice little background with our Versafine clays. Because the thing is with Versafine clays, you always think of them as, I'll make a background for a card. I might show you a few finished samples as well. With the Versafine clays, I always think about them as just your main stamp. But of course you can do more than that. Let me just get a piece of cardstock. I might have to get A4 because, mind you, no, I've got an A6. I'll cut the main one down anyway. So I always think about it as your main stamping ink. But of course, if you're doing something like this, a background, you can obviously do different things with it. So let me just cut this one down. Let me keep that there for a minute. Chestnut mushrooms, yeah. I don't like them when they go slimy. No, they don't go slimy. Apples, is that your obsession at the minute? In pens you were using the watercolour pencils. The difference is they dry permanent. So the Derwent are they properly dry permanent. So it means if you use them on fabric and stuff, you can actually wash the fabric. Like when they've demonstrated on TV, they actually coloured in some plimsolls in some pumps, so white pumps, and coloured them in. And all they had to do to actually activate them so they'd be permanent is apply water, and that was it. And that's your difference. So yeah, it's the bit that they dried permanent on loads of different surfaces, which is just they're really cool. But you might not need that, if all you're doing is colouring in. And they're strong, actually. The intensity of the ink, it is a really, really vibrant ink. So that's I'm saying ink, the pigment in the pencil. That's also really amazing because it's rich, so when you apply the colour, it pops. So that's a plus for it. And also because they dry permanent, it's a layering. So it means that you can put colour down, add the water to it so it's permanent, and then you can layer over the top of it, and it's not going anywhere. So that's really effective as well. So yeah, there's a lot of different bonuses with them, but might be things that you don't need. It's not always you might not need any of those sort of things that they do. And let's face it, we all love our different watercolour pencils and our different products. And like I were working on the 24, I think, whereas my normal pencils, which, not even going to say where they are, I've got a lot more shades in there. No, they're not there. Oh my gosh, is that Inktense? Oh, look. This is how bad I am. I didn't realise I had it made Inktense 36 there. Oh, beautiful. But yeah, I don't think we've got the 36. You can't see them, can you? Don't matter. Because I don't think we've got them on telly. Right, okay, backgrounds. Let me just spin you again. I'm only going to do a nice quick one because it is 3 minutes to now. I love that, but feeling depressed. Just try and, if you're feeling rubbish. Oh, it's rubbish when you're feeling rubbish. You have to just do whatever you can do. That's all you can do. So, even if it's just, I tell you what, when I'm feeling rubbish, but I want to do something arty, I normally sort things out, or just do backgrounds, just work with colour, because that's really, really nice if I'm feeling rubbish. But when I'm feeling rubbish and I haven't got, when your mojo's left you, and sorry everyone, I will reply in a comment then if you wonder what I'm off on, what tangent I'm off on. Yeah, I like sorting out. So when I'm feeling rubbish, I like sorting out like scrap bags. So sorting out all scraps into bags, or, sorting out all my cardstock, so I'm putting it in colour palettes. Like when my mojo's gone. I really like that. I find that really calming. Now, what I've done there, ridiculously easy background. So all you're doing, and again, because it's a raised ink pad, it allows me to do this. And I do apologise about the shadows. That's because of my my rubbish lighting in my room. I won't work much later because the darker it gets outside, the worse these shadows get. So all you're doing to do this, it's dead easy, just like I do with my distress. You're just dragging that over the top. So just gentle. I'm not putting any pressure on. I'm literally letting it drag. If I want to put pressure, so say I want that to cut down like so, I can do that. So I'm just, to get a line, you pop your ink pad on an edge and then drag it down, and that's when you get a line. Now, the difference with doing, if I was doing a distress oxide, then, or a normal distress, then when I work over the top of this, obviously, it's going to move because that ink moves. However, I'm just looking for something to work over the top. However, if I work over the top of this with an ink, just bear with everyone. If I sound like I'm walking away, I am. I'm just trying to find an ink. If I work over the top of this with an ink, because it dries permanent, it's not going to shift. So, right, these are ancient. I don't know if it'll even work. Oh, let's try it. Okay, they're really old. This is a really old. I know the winter is coming in there. It's only 8 o'clock and it's getting dark. No. Yeah, it does look like wood effect. It's lovely, isn't it? Absolutely lovely. But, oh gosh, that isn't the colour I was expecting. I expected it to be that colour. because it doesn't tell me. It's actually really dark blue, so or purpley. We'll see what happens. This is ancient, so I don't even know if it'll work. But look, Versafine Clair. I spritz on that, it's not moving. Funnily enough, there is a colour coming through, but I think that's the actual cardstock. It's the cardstock. Look, it's not, that colour coming through isn't the ink. Can you see the cardstock? The cardstock looks like, you know, when sometimes my skin does that when I have a flare up. I haven't done it in years, but yeah, that isn't the ink moving. The ink hasn't moved. The card has gone funny. That's what's happening there. It's that cardstock having a horrendous reaction, which means if I then apply that ink to it, it isn't going to shift. It ain't going to move, which is really annoying. Let me just see if this cardstock will do it, because hopefully that cardstock won't do it. Is it? No, that looks like it's fine. Okay, let's see. No, that cardstock is still doing it a little bit, which is really annoying. Didn't want that to happen. Let's just see. But anyway, the ink doesn't move. That's what I'm aiming for there. I was going to go direct in with this with this ink, but as my cardstock is absolutely not doing what I want it to do, if I go directly in with it, it's going to be too intense. So I've popped a little bit of ink here at the side. That's where is it? There it is. I've popped a little bit of ink at the side to blend on. The card isn't doing what I want it to do. I do not want it to do that, because obviously that just looks, it gives its texture, but it's not what I want, because I know my ink isn't going to move properly. See, because it's way too dark, is that? But my Versafine Clair is not going to shift. So I've popped that down. I'm then going to take, I've got some rice paper. So I've just got some plain rice paper going over the top just to drag some of that ink off. The texture of the card, you know how I was hating the texture of the card? I actually quite like it now. That's kind of cool as a texture now, isn't it? We don't mind it now. Let's try it on that other one that I'd fallen out with as well. So I'll just spritz that again, because obviously the water's going to allow it to move a little bit. Well, it's not, because the card's being an idiot. So pop this over the top like so. The reason I'm dragging some of the ink off it is because I don't want it to dry that intense, although it looks really effective. Now, can you see the Versafine Clair? So the Versafine Clair, because it's staining, so the ink is actually staining it, but I've still got a pink hue coming through. And because it's a permanent ink pad, oil-based permanent ink pad, it's meaning that it doesn't, can you see? It's not shifting, but also it's cutting through that ink. So you've still got a little bit of that pink coming through. Isn't that good? And yeah, it is really warm wood, isn't it? And look. Because the card is that bumpy stuff, when you wet it, it looks really good and textured, doesn't it? And honestly, yeah, happy accident. It's a really nice effect. So what you want is to get card that you're not expecting and try it. And if your card reacts with water like that, boom, happy days. And the ink I'm using is a really old shadow paint ink. It's a beautiful ink, actually. I really, really like it. But it's quite nice, isn't it? And then when you put your little doggy on there, see how effective it is? Looks really nice. And what I do with that, like because we were using the pink in the background, I'd then take the pink and just go around the edge of the actual topper, so that mixes in with the little bit of pink that's in that background. Obviously the ink that's left over, I'm not going to waste it. I've got my rice paper, so we're going to dab all that ink up with my rice paper, allow that rice paper to dry. Or obviously what you can do is put your rice paper on there. Have you all tried this yet? And then squidge your card on it, because then you get a great good print. There we go. So the ink is still wet on there. And then look, you can start getting prints. Looks at this. Anyway, right, okay. Nice, aren't they? So, what have we done? We have made our beautiful backgrounds by mistake. But I was intending to get the the beautiful resist with that, but yeah, the extra texture I wasn't aiming for, but now it's happened. It's great. So we've got our lovely backgrounds. Showed you the VersaFine Claire with the lovely Derwent pencils, or any pencils, any watercolour pens. It's basically, if you've got a watercolour product, then the VersaFine Claire are going to work wonderful with it, because they dry, and they dry pretty quick as well. So yeah, they're brilliant. They're really good, juicy ink pads, and hopefully you've managed to treat yourself a bit. But then we did, with the VersaFine, we did that lovely background with, of course, the embossing pack folder, and drag the colour across. I'm tempted now to drag another colour across just because I can. See under, maybe a little bit of pink. Why am I doing this? It's time to wrap it up, and I'm putting a bit of pink, but I think that looks quite nice. Anyway, that's my lovely bits. Shall I show you? Just before I say good night, I might just have a little look at one more envelope, shall we? One more. Now, who's this from? Urgent. I love these. This is the best mail that you can get ever. Really exciting when the ladies send the finished samples in. So, this is from our Veronica. Shall we see what our lovely Veronica's sent? Are you ready? I'll spin camera. Good, this bit, isn't it? Isn't it good? It's best bit. It's best bit of doing this. We're very lucky. Thank you, Christine. I'm glad you like what I've done. I'm chuffed as well. I'm really chuffed with what I've done. I've had a really nice time. I even like that, and that's my scrap card, but even that makes me happy. See, when your mojo goes south, even doing things like that makes me happy. It's just nice, isn't it? I like, play with, if your mojo goes south, just get your favourite colour out and make lovely backgrounds. Or just sort your ink pads out, you know, or just sort if your mojo goes south. Right, look at these. Are you ready for this? Oh my gosh. This is well cool. I love what you guys do. Hold on, where's my scissors? Oh, my scissors are up north. I don't know where they are. How can I not even have scissors in my craft room? What's going on in my life? Look. Oh, come on. That's for my Christmas tree. Isn't it? See now, that on my Christmas tree, loads of these monsters on a Christmas tree, that would make me the happiest girl. Isn't that fabulous? Isn't it good? Oh, Veronica. Veronica, I love that. Absolutely love that. Beautiful. And look what else she's done. Look. Isn't that cool? Now, what for you? You've used rice paper over the top, haven't you? Look at that, everyone. So she's used rice papers. And then, with our lovely Sid the Snail, she's done all that beautiful stitching. And then beadwork as well. How gorgeous. And even stitched some lovely little beads on that look like stones. Isn't that good? Isn't that good? I love that. And then, where have I just put it? There it is. And then there's something else here as well. It's really nice when I get the parcels, because they all come to work. And whoever's on duty, you know, our security guards, they're really sweet. They'll be like, I've got loads of urgent parcels for you, Leonie. Everything's always urgent for you. It's really nice. So let's see what else she's done. Honestly, ladies, our design team, thank you so much. Your work is just exceptional. And it's so exciting. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. Oh, that's lovely. Isn't that gorgeous? And the fabric. That's just beautiful. Love that. That's beautiful. Isn't it lovely? Oh, you're so cute. Oh, Veronica, I love that. Upcycled coffee jar. Biscuits! And there's biscuits in there, but I can't eat them ones, so I better not. I might share them with guys at work, though, because they'll appreciate them. Or can I? Are they Maryland? I think I can eat them. Oh my gosh, Veronica, can I eat the Maryland ones? I'll have to look. Are they? Are they Maryland? Or Veronica, before I tuck in and then make myself ill. But yeah, that is beautiful. I just need to do that. So oh, look. Thank you. That is, oh, I'm starving now I've opened that. They are fantastic. Oh, right then. Isn't that good? I'm not sharing rest with you. You're going to have to wait for them. I'll share them on Wednesday. Thank you ever so much, everybody. I've really enjoyed tonight. I've really enjoyed doing the demos, and I'm glad you've enjoyed them as well. I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to see Sandra. No, I'm not. Tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow I've got a really busy day. I'm going visiting loads of friends. I'm really excited, actually. And one of my friends has had a new baby. So he'll only be 6, 7, 8, 9, about 9 days old. So I'm going to see you. I'm so excited. No, baby. So I'm seeing one of my friends, well, 2 of my friends, anyway, 3 of my friends tomorrow. So tomorrow's a busy day. I'm yawning. Bear with. And then Monday, yes, Sandra's coming down to work, with a lot more ladies, I do believe. There's a few of you. And then on Tuesday, this is Tuesday, not Monday. Tomorrow's Monday. So this is Tuesday. And then we've got a 1-day special. And then Wednesday is the art inspirations, the fabric panels, but obviously the bundle. So yeah, if you missed out on that bundle, or you want to get them in the sets of 3, then do join us, because that's what we're doing on Wednesday. And then the rest of the week, I can't remember anything. Thank you ever so much, everybody. If you do want any of the VersaFine Claire products, we've got a massive range at the minute, well, beautiful colour range, and there's 10% off all of the VersaFine Claire, but that's for 24 hours only. Thank you ever so much, lovely folks. It's been really, really lovely to have your company, and thank you for all your wonderful your wonderful comments. I really love it. I love that you all have a chat. It's fabulous. Thank you very much indeed. You take care, everybody, and I